adventure, sports, outdoors. With host Harry Canterbury.
There I was, back in the wild again, and I felt right at home where I belong. I had that feeling coming over me again, just like it happened so many times before. Yeah.
Hi, Harry Canterbury with another edition of Adventure Sports Outdoors. Join us today at Eastport Marina in East Peoria. It's a fabulous place. We have a houseboat here, and we just love it. Had a lot of fun this summer, and we're going to have a lot of fun till it ends. You know, as you go across the river and you look down and you see those floating palaces, you wonder, who are those people? Why do they do that? And what do they look like inside? Well, today we're going to show you what those boats look like and some of the people that own them. So stay tuned today for a great show.
Adventure Sports Outdoors, brought to you in part by Corsaw Lumber, manufacturers of quality hardwood products, buyers of standing timber in Smithfield. Central Pool Supply, everything from pools to pool tables and much more in Peoria on West Pioneer Parkway. Kelleher's Irish Pub and Eatery, located on Peoria's riverfront, open 11 a.m. daily. Lewis and Clark Outpost, 107 East Fast Street in Mackinac. Our thanks to all of these sponsors.
I just bought this boat. This is a 44-foot Gibson houseboat, beautiful boat. Well, I'm in love with it. And I just haven't had it out yet. We just got the engines fixed, and as you can hear them, they really run great. We love this boat. I just sold my other boat, the biggest deal, and when I sold it, almost cried. So we were looking around a couple weeks ago, and a guy had this boat. He hasn't taken it out for 5 or 6 years, maybe 7 years. And we bought it right, and we've spent about 4 nights down here, just thoroughly enjoy it, being on the river. But the Illinois River is a great recreational place, and if you've never been on a boat or never been around the water, you're missing a lot of fun, because it is great. But it has two 496 engines, almost 1,000 horsepower. This boat will go about 26 to 28 miles an hour, depending on how many people you got on board. And I'll jack this one up a little bit. Take it up to 2,000 RPMs. Get her real close. And get this one up. Need to run these engines. I got to get out on the river and run them hard, because they're multi-port fuel injected, and they haven't been out for a long time. As you notice, we had to pump the gas out. We've done a lot of work on this. I've had a mechanic look at it, and it's running really well. So we're really looking forward to taking this out, hopefully within the next couple of days. But it is a beautiful boat, a lot of fun, and I'm in heaven. I'm a real happy guy. Hi everybody, I'm on a neat thing. This is a Higgins boat, and I'm here with Dave Litweiler from Hopedale, Illinois. It is his boat. He has quite a collection of a lot of things over in Hopedale, but this of course is a heartthrob for me. I'm a boater, and I just love this thing. I saw him going down the river back on July the 4th, but we're here today at Eastport Marina talking to Dave about this wonderful boat. Can you tell us a little bit about it, Dave?
The boat is actually fiberglass. This one was made in '67 during the Vietnam era. It belonged to a friend of mine who's a Marine Corps veteran, R.W. Allen. We named the boat after him. We picked it up in Port Mansfield, Texas. Brought it back and spent 2 years restoring it.
Well, I'll tell you, it's something else, man. This is so cool. Now, what are you powered by? That's a Detroit diesel, evidently,
Yep.
for it's on top of the engine there.
6-cylinder Detroit diesel, 180 horsepower. Same engine they used in World War II.
Now, you use this boat for total recreation, of course, and
Yes.
and you just have a lot of fun. And your wife, Linda, who is over here. Let's see if we can see Linda without falling off the boat. But Linda's over here, and she's first mate.
Yep.
And she mans the 50 caliber machine guns here in case she gets attacked by pirates here on the Illinois River. It can happen, believe me. Hey, Dave, can we take a ride today?
Sure. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, something like this, a piece of history on the Illinois River at Eastport Marina in Peoria, Illinois. This is so cool. Can't wait. It was quite a transportation machine. I mean, they could put how many guys inside there?
36 Marines with a full pack and 3 crew.
And 3 crew.
Yeah.
So you had the helmsman, he would be the driver.
Yes.
You probably had an engineer, right?
Right.
And then what the other guy do? He was just a mate.
The other guy was up here to unlatch the gate when they got ready to put the gate down.
They put the gate down.
He unlatched the gate, they dropped the gate, then he ran back here, jumped over and helped the engineer crank the door back up when they got ready
So
to
it
go.
took a 2-man deal to get that baby back
It
up.
was faster with 2.
Yeah, and you wanted to get out of there too.
If somebody was shooting at you, yeah.
You wanted to get the hell out of Dodge real quick.
Yeah, yep.
What got you, I mean, you're probably like me, you love the United States. History to you is very dear to your heart, and I can tell that. But there's a special meaning to this boat, and tell us what it is.
Just all the brave men that went ashore on these things. They were young men, 18, 21 years old. A lot of them didn't make it. And it's just a piece of history that people should remember, I think. As far as I know, there's only about 6 of these left running in the country that I know of.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we have one right here in Eastport Marina in East Peoria, Illinois. Hey, I'm glad you're driving that tractor instead of me. How long have you been doing that?
3.5 years now.
3.5 years. And
Yep.
you told me the first one that you took down was really an interesting event.
Yeah, nerve-wracking, but it was well worth it.
Is that right? You know, it would bother me if you got $100 or $200 or $300,000 boat on a lift and you're
Right.
bringing it down, and you're thinking about that the whole time you're doing it. So you can't make any mistakes.
No mistakes. Repetition and
Well, you've done it a long time now.
Yep.
How many boats they put in here, Dan?
we have about 80 something right now.
80 some, and then of course they fill the bottom down here with other boats,
Correct.
and then they'll put everything in here. Now,
Right.
like my houseboat, they'll have to take it out with a trailer.
Mhm.
That trailer out there.
Yep.
And they don't take long at all. They just back it down, put it on, bring
Yep.
it in, and then they jack it up, and then
Yep.
they put piling underneath it.
Exactly.
And ready to go get the next one.
Yep.
And I guess you pack them in here pretty tight.
Yes, we do. It is a full building in the winter.
A beautiful boat, 44 feet long, 2 bathrooms, full bathrooms. In fact, one bathroom is large enough to accommodate me because I'm 6'4". Usually on a boat, they're very small. On the front of the boat, underneath the helm, there is 2 twin beds and a bathroom, which can accommodate, I won't sleep down there because of the low ceiling, but I'm a little claustrophobic, but for most people, it's okay. And if you'll notice, a nice big living room with a dining room table. And if you go to the back of the boat, the middle of the boat, we have a full kitchen, double sink with a microwave, a stove, a lot of storage. And then we also have the full bathroom to the left, which has a head, a shower, and a nice sink. Then when you go to the very back, there's a master bedroom, is where I usually camp out because I don't feel like I'm claustrophobic. And then on the very top of the boat, which they call the bridge, and the bridge is an area just like the one we have up front here. It has all the controls and you can drive the boat from the top. It is a wonderful boat. I'm just so happy. It is just a great thing to do. I mean, it's like a condo on the water is basically what it is. And you could actually live in here. And it's like, I can't explain it. Everybody is so friendly and so nice. Everybody goes out of their way to accommodate you and help you, and everybody looks after everybody's stuff. And it's just really a dream come true to have a houseboat on the Illinois River. I'm here with John Slane. He doesn't like to admit it, but he's the chef of F-Dock. He does cook them all the time. He smokes stuff, he cooks stuff, and you got a real special thing here right now. But before we get to that, you stay down here almost all summer, don't you?
I do.
You go home, get your mail, and come back.
I go home once a week or once every other week just to check my mail and check my lawn. And
what's the attraction for you on the river? You just lifestyle just.
I just sleep so much better on this boat than I do at home.
Got a nice little rock.
Yeah, as soon as I lay up there, I'm out. I sleep all night. I don't toss and turn like I do.
A lot of people don't know it, but everybody's like family down here. Yeah. They share their food. They share their refreshments and their beer and everything. And it's just a really nice place to be, and it's a lot of fun, and we're really glad to be here. But tell us what you got there and what you did.
Okay, well, tonight I'm doing just chicken breasts, large chicken breasts, and earlier I chopped up a bunch of spinach, chopped up some mushrooms. I took some sharp cheddar cheese, some mozzarella cheese, some Romano cheese, and mixed it all together, and I put in a half a slab of cream cheese, and then some ranch with the bacon and the ranch, and then mix that in there, and then mixed it all up, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I stuffed it, and then I took sweet peppers and cut them up, little small sweet peppers, and cut them on the edges where I cut it open to stuff it, and then I wrapped it up in bacon, so everything will hold in there together, and then I put some Cajun seasoning all over it, and then some brown sugar.
Oh my goodness.
So we're hoping it turns out okay.
You're the Galpin gourmet on F-Dock, man. There's no doubt about it. John, that looks really great. Now, chickens got to cook how long, and how do you do it?
I'm probably going to try to go around 20 minutes per side when I flip it, but mainly I'm going to just watch that bacon. When that bacon sucks up and crisp, it's pretty much going to be done inside.
So you're like 20 minutes on one side and 20 minutes on the other.
Correct. That's what I'm hoping, but it might, it may take a little longer because these are really thick. And I got a thermometer too, so I'll get it in there, and it's going to be 165 to 170 degrees. So I'll do that to make sure that it's cooked inside.
Oh, it sure looks good.
But these are huge, so it might be a little longer than that. Thank you. Oh, that fills that grill right up.
Now, what kind of seasoning do you put on them? It looks to me like you've got some garlic or something.
No, it's different kinds. I have 3 different kinds of Cajun blackened seasonings that I put in and mix in together.
You mix them all together?
And I just do your general Lowry's meat seasoning, because I mix that in there together, because I like all those flavors, and each one of them has a different little comes to the table. And then the brown sugar on top, and that kind of makes it dark.
You know, it's a lot of work to do this. I was watching him earlier. You're down there chopping spinach, man.
I was at it about 2.5 hours or so. All right, we're ready to try this out.
Loves to cook.
I guess. My God, this is like a Galpin gourmet.
Well, my sister's idea is these jalapeno stuffed that had
stuffed cheese. And he's got the spinach in there. I mean, this guy knows how to cook.
Watermelon man. I love watermelon.
The cheese, with the spinach,
Blueberries. I love everything.
and the seasoning. I don't think I ever ate a piece of chicken as good as this. This is really, really good.
Doing salads.
I'm Dave Barth with your Sportsman's Tip of the Week. We've talked in the past about concealed carry handguns and self-defense handguns, but we have not talked about shotguns. A shotgun for home or for backpacking is hard to beat. You just can't hardly miss. If you're in bear country, a shotgun loaded with buckshot or slugs or something like that would be just a really good self-defense gun to have. We have a few examples of shotguns that would make a good choice for home defense. The first one here is a Mossberg. It has a collapsible stock. It's a 5-shot, 2 3/4 or 3-inch. It has a shell holder on the buttstock, and it's a pump shotgun. Pistol grip, pump shotgun. The next one in line is a Stevens. It has ghost ring sights, pistol grip, and it's also a pump. Shoots 2 3/4 or 3-inch. It's a 5-shot magazine. If you want a semi-automatic, there's many choices. This is a Benelli. It's a 12-gauge 3-inch with a Picatinny rail and ghost ring sights. And here at the other end, we have a pistol grip shotgun. It's a pump. It's got false muzzle brake here, and it's also a 5-shot, 2 3/4 or 3-inch. The last gun in line here is a Remington 870 Tactical. It has an 8-shot magazine, a Picatinny rail so you can mount optics on it, open sights, a ghost ring sight, and any of these would be a good choice. One accessory you would really want to put on any of these would be a sling. As far as ammunition, some good choices would be a buckshot, either in 2 3/4 or 3-inch, like a double-aught, number 4 buck, or even slugs. A barrel load would be like a 2 3/4 or 3-inch slug. I'm Dave Barth with your Sportsman's Tip of the Week.
Hey, this is the first time we took the boat out, and I'm here with Ron, and he is the harbor master here at Eastport Marina. He's drove a lot of these boats over the years, and that's why he's at the helm right now. I've drove skid steers and Caterpillars and you name it. If it's had wheels or tracks on it, I've drove it, but this is a new gig for me. But he's going to show me how to operate it, and within the next couple weeks I should be in pretty good shape. But we're going to put some high-octane gasoline in it.
Well, I'm gonna pick up some of these empties, Lord, as soon as I find where they lay. Tied off them jolly and leaving mines on a long, hot summer day. And for every day I'm working on the Illinois River, get a half a day off with pay. Oh, towboat picking up barges on a long, hot summer day. A gal in Pekin, she's a good old gal, okay. Oh, she's sitting there waiting by a window fan on a long, hot summer day. For every day I'm working on the Illinois River, get a half a day off with pay. Oh, towboat picking up barges on a long, hot summer day.
Yeah, so any large twin-engine boat like this, or even small for that matter, I shouldn't say just large, but the throttles here essentially just like a skid steer. So anytime you're running the throttles on one of these, you got your shifters in and out, and you got your throttles up and down. So when you're docking one of these, your throttles are all the way down, and much like a skid steer, each of your hands are on a different lever that controls the propulsion. So skid steer, just like this boat, both of them forward, that's going to send you straight in a forward movement. Both of them in reverse, it's going to be in a reverse straight movement. Now the key is whenever you want to dock, you can actually twist this vessel around by placing one in reverse, one in forward. So having your left side in reverse and your right side in forward is going to twist you to the left, and then obviously the exact reverse, having your left side in forward and your right side in reverse is going to twist you to the right. So this boat is actually more controllable with twins being a large boat than a smaller boat with a single. You can account for wind, other vessels, current, all types of different situations, all the things you need to account for on the river, you can do twice as good with twins. You can actually maneuver the vessel. It's a lot easier to get in and out during a docking situation. Contrary to most people think the smaller single boat is going to be the easier boat to operate, not so in any way, shape, or form. You get wind in a small boat trying to get it into a dock with a single. Once you get sideways, you're just up to the mercy of trying to throttle it and spin the wheel and scoot around. With a twin engine boat, you can actually twist the boat in its location and you can place yourself much better. So twins are definitely the way to go if you're in a tight docking situation, if you're around a lot of wind, a lot of current, and things like that. So
now, how did you get interested in doing all this kind of thing? You've run all tractors and everything all your life?
Yeah, I tell you what, I grew up in a small farm community, so I was around farm equipment a lot, and I always grew up tinkering on things. I was tearing down lawnmowers from an early age. There's so many different things I've got to do here. I mean, got a marina with 350 in the water customers and another 200 between the pool and dry stack.
There's always something different to do. Every day I wake up, I come to work, and I prioritize the list to get my employees going, and then I've got different lists of things myself to do. And that's the wonderful thing about this job. I'm almost a little ADD. I always want to do something different.
Hey, I want to thank Ron for our inaugural trip. That's the first time we had the old girl out, but she run pretty good. We've got to get some of that old gas. You know, the guy that had it, I don't think he's been on this boat in 7 or 8 years, has he?
Yeah, it's been at least 3 since he's been at the facility, but as far as running it, it's ran twice a year for about the last 6 or 7. I bring it over to the slip, iron tie it, and I take it out of the slip, spring and fall. So
that's it. You know, a lot of people would love to do what we're doing right now. They're sitting at home thinking, well, I always wanted a boat. If you want to become a boater, it's not that big a deal, and there's a lot of places to buy boats. You can buy boats here. You can buy boats at just about any marina. You know, people are getting older, retiring, or moving away. It's just like a house, and you can get a good deal on a boat like I did if you look around, right?
Absolutely. I tell people when they come in when they're fresh boaters, you never know what you're actually going to get into. Some people think they're going to enjoy it and don't.
Yeah.
Some people kind of wonder about it and get into it, and it becomes a lifelong hobby. What I tell people is start out kind of small. Get yourself an older project boat, fix it up, and if you still like it after a year or 2, then get yourself something bigger. So that seems like the best way. You don't get hurt doing that.
Well, hey, Ron, thanks an awful lot. We really appreciate it. Let's give us a tour. Thank you for taking the boat out. I'm going to go out on the river, play with it for a couple, 3 hours, and I'll figure out how to get it in and out of the slip. I'm okay out on the river, but you put that baby on a dime and you pull it in there like you do it all the time, and you do.
Thank you very much.
You bet, buddy. I'm sitting on the aft oar hours. All these boat names are really cool. And you guys named it that, or was that the name of it?
No, that was the name when we bought the boat.
So you kept the name, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we thought it was neat the way the aft of the boat and oar like a boat.
Right.
So, after hours.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. This is Joe Hillman, and Joe, in fact, I owned one of Joe's boats quite a few years ago. And him and his wife just love the river, and you guys spend all your time here. You go back home, but when you get up in the morning, you go to work, and when you get done working, you come back here again.
Yep, that's correct. I mean, it's like, being on vacation all summer long. Went to Minnesota, for a week every year when I was young, and was on the water all the time, but that was for 2 weeks. And then, when we started boating, we got in the Illinois River, and then 20 years later, here we are. I mean, I get up in the morning, there it is, and I come back in the afternoon, it's here.
And you never get tired of it?
Not yet.
Not yet. No. Well, thanks a lot, Joe. We appreciate it. I'm here with Gene Kelly from Bloomington, Illinois, and Gene is a boater, but he's more than a boater. He fixes these things, and one of the things about boating is that things break quite frequently. And what do you do, Gene?
I usually work on a lot of the air conditioners.
That's right.
So, and it's hot, so we work on it.
And you worked on mine today, and we figured out what is wrong, but you're going to take a look and see if you've got something that will, work for me. Otherwise, we're looking at a lot of money to replace that, but we're doing okay. So you've been boating how long?
27 years.
And what do you think the allure to boating is? I mean, in your opinion, you live over there in the prairie, so what's really drawn you to this water?
Just the relaxing, the people on the docks. The certain things you happen on the dock. So,
but, hey, I've noticed this is that we're only 5 minutes from our house. We live just over here off of Grandview Drive, and so we can get there pretty quick. But I've noticed that, and I've been around a lot of docks and boats and things, but I had no idea that the hospitality and the friendship and the camaraderie was so good right here at Eastport Marina. It's like we're down in Cozumel or someplace. It's just a really neat thing, and you've enjoyed it for a long time.
Well, there's 2 guys I know here. They're from Litchfield, so that's almost 2 hours away from here.
Yeah.
They come here every weekend, so yeah. But the people, it's the people on the dock. That's the thing, so.
I'm here with Janice Ritchie, and we've known them for quite a long time. They are boaters. We met them up at a club many years ago, up to the yacht club. But they have graduated up to a bigger boat. Tell us what kind of boat you got.
A Rinker 330.
And it's just got everything you guys want.
Got everything we can want. It's like a cabin on the water.
And now you've got a nice bed?
Yep. It sleeps both of us fine. It's almost like a queen size.
And where does the dog sleep?
Right.
He's right there in the middle. There's looks like a deer. You know what that is? That looks it's a deer horn. Yeah, the deer horn. And you got a refrigerator.
Yep.
You have a stove.
Yep.
You have a microwave, coffee maker, television. You got 2 televisions, 2 TVs. You have a sink, and of course they call these heads, and that's the bathroom.
Yes. And then we have this I love this.
Oh, yeah.
Goes down to like a little living room.
I'm here with Scott Clark. They're getting ready to take off in their big Carver, beautiful boat. And you've been doing this how long?
Probably about 8 years at this point in time.
Yeah, you love it, you guys. I mean, this is like home away from home.
Yeah, I was when I was a kid, my father's best friend had a 42-foot Chris Craft, and I had great memories of being out on that boat. So I spent my whole life trying to convince my wife that we needed a boat. She didn't want one.
But you finally pulled it off.
Yeah, it was by accident. I went out and just bought one. So now she loves it, and I think I should be putting every penny I have in the bank, and she won't let me sell it.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful boat, and you guys enjoy your cruise today.
Yep, super. We will. Thanks. Okay.
Rich, we're here in Peoria, Illinois. You live in Lake Springfield, in Springfield, Illinois.
Springfield, and this is the first time I've been here. This is the most incredible community of the neatest people. It's a great place to come. We don't have anything like this in Springfield. Yeah. Well, we got a yacht club that'll cost you $1 zillion, but just to keep your boat and have a good time, this is awesome.
No, it's great. We just love it. We love it ourselves. And we got Jack the water dog, and he's lived on this boat, and we did a tour of your boat. Just a beautiful, gorgeous boat.
Awesome. Thank you very much. We enjoy it. We bought it roughly 7 years ago, and we've been on it every weekend since. It's kind of like a vacation every weekend. We don't have to vacation in the summertime.
No.
And come down here, forget about life for a while, work and all that kind of stuff, right. Enjoy ourselves, and head back to work Monday and can't wait till Friday.
Okay, my name is Jane Kluver, and I'm from Bloomington. Just made this big decision a couple weeks ago to buy a houseboat on the East Peoria on the river. And my dog Ernie and I spend a couple nights over here. We love it. I'm a business owner over here, and we feel safe at night and sleep just rolling along on the little waves that come in. So. Well, and it worked out as a bonus because I have a home office here, and I'm a business owner in East Peoria and Bloomington, and I have edible arrangements, so I can do some of my business work here. Full-size air conditioning, it keeps it nice and cool, plus a vent fan in the top. I knew nothing about this, but everything seems to work just fine. I have a full-size bathroom here, so you can shower, do anything you need. It's got the full-size sink, all the bathroom amenities you want, plus storage. And the previous owners did all this, and they put in a full-size refrigerator, stove, microwave, and all the nice cabinets, so it's just practically almost bigger than my kitchen at home. It's really wonderful. My dog and I are living the life at Eastport Marina. We feel blessed every day. It's just a wonderful atmosphere. All the neighbors are friendly, safe at night, so it's a wonderful place.
Adventure Sports Outdoors, brought to you in part by Corsaw Lumber, manufacturers of quality hardwood products, buyers of standing timber in Smithfield, Central Pool Supply, everything from pools to pool tables and much more in Peoria on West Pioneer Parkway. Kelleher's Irish Pub and Eatery, located on Peoria's riverfront, open 11 a.m. daily.
Lewis and Clark Outpost, 107 East Fast Street in Mackinac. Our thanks to all of these sponsors.
Thanks for going with us on our maiden voyage of our new houseboat. We really enjoyed it. We've been working on it for 2 weeks, but we got her up to snuff, and we think it's going to run pretty good the rest of the summer and into the fall. We'll stay in the water until October. There's nothing like going up and down the river when the leaves are turning. So, hey, next time we go, maybe we'll take you along again. See you next month.